Ba-ba-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da. Check one, two, three. Check one, two, three. Check one, two.
Whippity, whippity, whippity.
Check, 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 check. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to pile in, guys and girls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.
There you go. What's up?
Come inside. The show's about to start. Where's everybody joining us from? Pipe it in there. Let's go.
Costa Rica, Costa Rica, DR. Just so you know, everybody who has a beautiful home in DR or Costa Rica has to lend it to us for the weekend. Let's go. Australia, Germany, Jacksonville comes with flights included. Maryland, hey, is everybody welcome. Israel, members of the tribe, welcome, welcome. Nigeria, hello, everybody. Nigeria again, Mexico, South Africa, Atlantic City, you're in the right place then. Polskie, Rozumish po polsku, let's go. New Jersey, it's the same thing. Welcome. Egypt, Las Vegas, Colombia. This is some global business going on there. UK, Sydney shipper. Port-au-Prince. Port to Haiti. Ooh, okay.
Hey, I saw Nebraska roll past there.
Columbia, Vancouver, Melbourne, Oz. From Oz. I bet some of you are from Oz. Mazel tov. Same to you, buddy. Huntington Beach. The Wizard, and here I am, the Wizard of Oz.
Lived in Haiti for 7 years. Wow. Any of our room regulars or course members in here? Show yourself.
Yep. Come to the table.
Room regulars. There we go. We got a bunch of room regulars. We got Tyler. We got Ivan. We got Cedric. We got Nathan. Welcome, 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 guys and gals. Boom, chaka-laka. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to give you as much useful information as we possibly can tonight. Let's start off by asking a couple of questions. How many people in this room have no idea or very little idea about trading futures, trading stocks, trading options? Give us a one. Give us a one if you have very little.
You are brand newcomer. And you're in the right place if you're a newcomer. That's why we're trying to identify you.
Lots of you people.
Okay, good.
1 billion people on this call. 1 billion.
NYI.
Of course.
NYI. Good.
How many people are actively trading either stocks, futures, options? Give me a two. Twos now. Two. Yeah. More twos than ones. Excellent.
All right. So people are trading. That's a good thing. Okay.
All right. Here's the big question. Give me some threes. How many people are struggling to figure this out? Give me the threes.
Most. Okay. That means you're working at it, you're trying it, you're dabbling in trading, but you're not successful yet. Just remember, the key word is yet. Don't say you can't do it. You can't do it yet. Okay? There's a learning curve. Commitment.
Of all those threes, I want you guys to type in some reasons. I'm working very hard. We get that. I want you guys, just got a live account today. Congratulations, Gary. For those of you who are not trading futures yet, we want everybody to be trading futures that is joining us tonight. When you go with a prop firm to trade, and we still trade stocks and options and swing trades and all that stuff. But when you're trading futures, okay, the barrier to entry to open up a futures account can be as little as $20. So that's why we want everyone trading futures. You're trading in simulated accounts. You're not risking any of your own money. And we have people who are absolutely killing it after going through the steps, taking multiple payouts from these people. I mainly buy and hold. We can talk about that too. Not tonight, but we can talk about that too. Too many people trying to tell you how to trade. You got that right, Joanne. There is a lot of shit out there.
And none of them have skin in the game.
I can tell you guys, and some of the people in my room will tell you, yes, this is being recorded, that we have done very, 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 very well. We have been on an incredible streak for the last couple of months, this entire year, just by learning our techniques, being patient, being disciplined. How many people, let's ask this question too, have spent money trying to learn how to do this, and how much money have you spent? This is where I always get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Talk to us, Goosies. How much money have you spent? $41,000, $3,000, $4,000, $8,000, $12,000, $20,000, several thousand, $80,000.
And you're still struggling. And you're still struggling.
All right. Cool beans. If you end up being with us at the end of this night, this will be the last thing you ever purchase as far as trading is concerned. Okay? That we guarantee. We give you your money back, and it'll be at the cheapest prices you have ever seen in your life.
We'll give you the least amount of money back that you ever had to get back.
Me and Pete do not make a lot of money selling courses. I make a lot more money trading than I do selling courses. Okay? I trade live every single day in my live trading room with a small group of people. I post every single trade I do live in real time. Okay? Stop orders, profit targets. We have skin in the game in every single trade that we do. We are not a signal service. I don't believe in them.
And we're not options alert signals services either. Someone saw that and said bad results. That's all BS, guys.
How much money does Peter Tuchman have? Billions.
Billions.
Let's see. And billions of dollars.
There are a couple of questions that you don't need to ask. You don't need to ask on how much David and I are worth or how much we make. It's irrelevant. Knowing how much we're worth and how much we make does not put money in your pocket. We are here to try and help you guys put some money in your pocket. That's our goal. So that's the only questions you should be asking. Things that will help you.
How much money do you need to start? As little as $20, Trevor. And we're going to talk about that later. Can you guys who are really struggling, type in some of the things that you're struggling with? A couple of sentences. Type in a couple of things that you're struggling with. I'm going to write them down and we'll address them. Because the first thing that we're going to talk about tonight, okay, risk management, holding losers too long, psychology.
Getting out of the winners too quick.
Too anxious to enter, fear. On all, guys, if you notice, okay, 100 people have commented, and I've only seen 5 different things.
Yeah.
So all traders have the same problems, guys and girls. All traders, right? Yeah. Risk management is gigantic, okay? Psychology is absolutely gigantic. I am going to have my psychology major come on in a few minutes. He's going to be right after I do a couple of little things. He's going to be the first one to speak to you guys tonight. He'll give you 15, 20 minutes about psychology. In any of our courses, it's 2 hours. Okay. His name is Ken. He is a psychology major amongst a million other things that he does. Everyone who works with us at Wall Street Global Trading Academy is better at what they do than I am. We have been smart enough to surround ourselves with people who know their crap. Okay. Trading is not about charts. Trading is not about money. How about them apples? It has nothing to do with money. Matter of fact, I tell all my people when they're trading, do not even look at your P&L. It is a waste of time. We are operators of a system. That is it. So everything that everybody just typed in, we're going to address all those things. Then we're going to talk about some technical analysis. I'm going to share with you all the technical analysis that we use. I'll show you some trades that set up for us today. Matter of fact, if anything sets up right now, the futures markets are open. If anything sets up now, I will show you some live trades if we can get into it. Okay. I want to talk about a few simple rules, right? Everybody hang out. I think we can give away some Apex accounts tonight also. Roman, do we have some accounts we can give away? So we'll stop every little bit and we'll give some free accounts away, okay? As we're going along. I beg everybody, whether you buy anything from us tonight or not, stick with this for the whole time, okay? I guarantee you will be a better trader when you leave here than you were when you came here tonight. All right. My first rule of trading, guys. Do I trade ICT? I think ICT is a bunch of crap.
It is crap.
Guys, one thing you're going to learn from me and Peter and everyone else in this room is we try and tell it like it is. I've been doing this for 40 years. Peter's been doing this for 40 years. Everybody who is with us has at least 10 or 15 years of experience. If
something is BS, we're going to tell you it's BS.
If you don't know what ICT is, you're better off.
Yep. It's called a liquidity crunch. It was made up by some idiot.
Don't even go into it, Peter. I don't want to talk about it. All right. We don't talk about money here. We never talk about money. That is the kiss of death. We're going to talk about strategies. Yes. Our biggest thing is to be humble, guys and girls. We have people who started trading futures not too long ago, some of whom are here, that are taking multiple payouts within the first couple of months of trading. Okay. I can tell you that, and we don't talk about money. Our last 60 days of trading have been damn good. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. A couple of rules that I have, and then we'll get Ken up here. Okay. Number one, every time I enter into a trade, there's lots of good books out there, Ian. Just Google trading, Google psychology.
We're not big book people.
The bottom line is we're going to teach you all that stuff. Okay, that's the bottom line. Don't ask about individual stocks tonight, guys and girls. Not something we're going to get into. Trading in the Zone is a great book. Yes, that is a great book. All right. How many of us who are actively trading do not use stop orders when they're trading? Be honest with me. Give me some ones. Give me ones. That's the first thing that we're going to change tonight. Okay. I will never, ever enter a trade unless I have a stop order attached to that trade. We are going to teach you how to use bracket orders, which automatically put a profit target out and your stop order out. And you're going to use that on every single trade that you do. We have a 3-hour lesson on how to use bracket orders as part of our course. That is Kevin's expertise. He is spectacular at it. All of this is included in our courses. How many people have, there's only 2 ways we can blow up trading accounts, guys and girls. I don't care what you're trading either. Okay. Yes, you can use bracket orders on TradingView. We either use Thinkorswim or TradingView for our charts, and we walk you through how to set up your charts to look exactly like mine, which I will show you in a few minutes. One button, and it sets up your exact charts. Okay. Not going to talk about what anything costs yet, Feng. I want to give you guys as much useful information as we can. So let's keep the questions for now into what we're talking about. All right. How many of us has not had a stop order, okay, and watched our account disappear? Give me some ones. And guys, I've done it. We've all done it. Okay. We've all done it. So that's one way you can blow up a trading account. So from this moment forward, I don't care what you're trading. I don't care even what system you're using. Have a stop order on every single trade that you do. We teach you how to put the stop orders in. We teach you, depending on what trade we're getting into, whether we're trading futures or stocks, where your stop order is going to be based on the average true range, the average true range of a stock, how much it moves within a certain amount of time. So we're going to teach you exactly where to place your stop orders. Okay. So you're going to have a stop order on every single trade that you do from this moment on. That's fine, Lucas. You can use your personal account. That's great. Perfect. We don't care. I don't care if you use Apex. I don't care if you use Top Step. I don't care if you use Tradeify. Our preferred vendor is Apex. We always get the best sales that they have, but you guys can trade with any prop firm that you want. Okay. How many people in here? Stop loss. A stop order is an order that you put in, Suresh, that's automatically going to limit your loss. So if you lose a certain amount on a trade, it's going to kick you out of the trade. For those of you who don't know what a stop order is. Okay. All right. We'll get to coupon codes. We'll get to all that stuff. Again, guys and girls, I'm going to beg you to keep your questions to the things that we are talking about. Then we'll have an open forum for questions. All right. Give me some ones. Everybody good with that? Let me get through my rules. Okay. And let's get through a little psychology. The things that we're talking about right now are the most important part of trading. Our heads. Okay. This is the most important. We can teach a monkey how to read our charts, and we can teach anybody how to learn our techniques. If you don't have this part of it down pat that we're talking about, you have no chance of succeeding in this business. If you listen to what me and Ken are going to talk about for the first half hour or so, you have a 50% better chance of succeeding than when you walked in this room tonight. Next thing we never do average into a trade. Aye. For those who don't know what averaging into a trade is, that means I buy Apple at 100 and I buy more at 99 and I buy more at 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, and I've blown up my trading account. How many of us have done that?
I sell it at 92.
111s. We keep buying something until we have no money left. Right? We've all done it. Okay? We never average into a trade. Ivan, this is what we were talking about before. Okay? When I first asked what problems you're having, I saw 4 or 5 different things out of 300 people. That's it, 340 people. It's all the same. Okay? We are going to get into every trade we do with our full amount of shares or a full amount of contracts when our charts and technical analysis tells us to get in. We don't average up because that increases our cost basis. We get in with our full amount of shares or contracts at our technical spots. There's no reason for us to buy any more, especially if it goes down. If our trades don't work, we get stopped out. If our trades work, we're going to teach you how to start taking profits. We're going to teach you how to lose the least and get the most out of your winning trades, which is a huge problem that most traders have, right? Yes. We're going to teach you how not to be afraid to get into a trade. As a matter of fact, when we are trading and our technicals is lining up, we can't wait to get into that trade. We also are not going to pick and choose which trades we get into. We're going to get into every single trade that sets up for us to do technically. So do not ever, ever average into a trade. That is a recipe for disaster. Okay? 2 more quick things I want to talk about, and then we're going to get Ken up here. Ken's going to beat you guys up for a few minutes, so don't have a thin skin. Also, how many people in this room, before I go any further, have no clue what we're talking about in here? And I haven't even showed a chart yet. Give me some ones. Groupies. That's because a lot of you are beginning traders, okay? The one thing I always say to everybody is be kind to yourselves, all right? This is something that takes time. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We are not telling you where to buy and sell anything. We're going to teach you how to do it. If you've never done this before and you've never seen any of this before, that is our specialty. We teach people who don't know the difference between a stock and a clock. We start from the absolute beginning. It is the least intimidating thing you will ever see. Okay, we treat everybody as if they're part of our family, and we hold your hand throughout this whole process. All right. How many of us have done this, guys and girls? Started out the morning doing really well and end up giving it all back and losing money? Give me some ones. All of us. All of us, right? The beautiful thing about having people who have been done this for a long time, guys and girls, is that we've made all these mistakes. You don't have to. And I can tell you this, as a beginning trader or a very little experienced one, you're way ahead of the game because you don't have any of these bad habits, okay? Keeping that in mind, we have a mix of traders from people who have never traded before to people who are doing this and making a living doing it. Lots of people who are making a living doing that. We don't prejudice against the ones who don't have a lot of experience. We're all together. My best traders in the room were some people who had never traded before, and now they are helping people. So you're in the right spot, guys and girls, and you're not going to spend thousands of dollars to be with us. You're not even going to spend whatever. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Everybody should have a goal as to how much money is a good day for them to make. And if that's $50, that's great. And if it's $1,000, that's great. It's all going to depend on how many shares you trade or how many contracts you trade if you're trading futures, right? As a beginning trader, be reasonable. Let me ask people this who have never traded before. If you made $50 a day, an extra $1,000 a month, would that be helpful? Give me some ones. If you made $100 a day, an extra $2,000 a month, would that be helpful? Those are extremely realistic goals. I mean, extremely. Extremely, okay? We can show you some trades and stuff. We have people in our room that are very happy making $200 a day. Yeah, we're not buying Lamborghinis. $200 a day, guys and girls, is $50,000 a year in extra income. And I'm not saying this is easy. All right. We're all going to the dentist. This is not an easy thing to do, but we're telling you the reason why people can't do this. And we're going to help you get through that. That's the bottom line. Okay. One thing I tell my traders is if you ever get at to or close to your goal, you are to stop trading for the day. Yeah, aiming too high, you have to be realistic. Ken's going to talk about that. Okay. There are several days. I'm going to show you a trade, guys and girls. Let me share my chart for a minute. Just for a minute. And you guys let me know when you can start seeing my chart. Okay. Give me some ones if you can see my chart. Everybody see that? Okay. This was a trade that happened to us at 7:30 this morning. And I'm not going to get into big technicals now. And stop sharing my chart after this. But this is a trade that happened to us at 7:30 this morning that most people had to do this one trade and they were done trading for the day. We have a lot of different technicals in here. This white line is what we call our 200 EMA. So when things are going down, I'm looking for support levels where I might buy. We'll talk more about this later. But this went all the way down, hit my white line, stopped going down, and went up significantly from there. That is the only trade you had to do for the entire day, and you made your goal, whether it was $50, $100, or $200, depending on what you were trading. And we'll talk more about the technical analysis part of it later. Okay.
And that happened a few days this week, in fact.
It happens to us. I'm not going to say every day, but it happens to us. Okay.
Where before the market opens, you are already done trading.
We were done. Yes. Before the market opened. You are looking at Thinkorswim. That is our trading our charting platform. We'll talk more about it later. All right. Again, bottom line, once you hit or come close to your goal, be done trading. Pete, what's the most precious commodity in the world?
Time. Things you must earn. These are things that you can't get back.
Exactly, guys. So I have a lot of people after an hour or 2 hours. Thanks, Dave. I'm done for the day. We'll get to those questions later. Again, guys and girls, stick to what we're talking about because this is the most important thing we're ever going to talk about tonight. All right. So bottom line, never turn a winning day into a losing day. That is the bottom line. Know when to stop trading when you're making money. Last thing I'm going to talk about, and we're going to hand it off to Ken, is know when to stop trading when you're losing money. Because we're going to have losing days. We're going to have losing trades. Anyone who tells you they don't is full of crap. Okay? There is no difference between having a winning trade and a losing trade if we execute it properly. How about them apples, guys?
That's one of the greatest. It's so counterintuitive, but it's genius. And everyone just think about it for a little while.
If I have a losing trade that I have executed properly, that's a good trade. Okay? That's a good trade because we're not going to blow up trading accounts. All right? So if I have 3 maximum losing trades in one day, I'm done. It was a bad day. It happens. Sometimes you can take all of our technicals and news comes out and blips come out and this comes out and it blows through your stop orders and everything else. That's why we have stop orders on every trade that we do. We have been in I'm doing this for 40 years, guys and girls. Okay. And I'm always adapting and changing. I don't use the same things I used sometimes 3 weeks ago. So just because we're doing this a long time doesn't mean we're not up with the latest and greatest, right?
We are humbled students of the market every day. David is there to learn, as am I.
Clark, we have never had 3 bad days in a row since I am doing this. It has never happened to us that we had 3 maximum loss days in a row. Never happened to us.
Now, but we realize, guys, what Dave's saying is we stop trading if you have 3 max loss in a day. Okay, that's when you turn your machine off. But just in general, we've never had 3 losing days in a row ever, right?
Not 3. We've never had 3 maximum losing days in a row.
Right, maximum losing days, which is just
correct. I don't remember having 3 losing days.
It's all a function of discipline and consistency, guys. That's the bottom.
The bottom line, guys and girls, with no bullshit. The last 60 days, I can't say it. I can't say it. Scotty, can I say it? I can't say it. I'm not going to say it. But it's been very good. Okay. So Know when to stop trading when you're making money. Know when to stop trading when you're losing money. Have a stop order and everything. The last 3 months have been really good. There you go, Elijah. Elijah's in our private trading. Okay. You can show it. Dennis, I stopped doing that, and I'll tell you why. I found that it promotes FOMO. I'm a little bigger trader than most when I'm trading in my futures accounts. And, I showed accounts where I'm up $50,000, 30. It just promotes FOMO. It doesn't make a difference. And I'll tell you why. Okay. Everybody is on their own journey. That's the bottom line. And don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't. And trust me when I tell you, when you see all these big guys that are posting these gigantic games, FOMO is fear of missing out, Sydney. So in other words, if someone's showing you how much money they make and how great it is, that's going to cause people to do things that they should not be doing. Okay? When you see people posting on TikTok and Twitter and all those other things out
about their Ferraris and about their Bugattis and stacks of
they're
thousands.
only showing you their winning trades when they're showing these big things, they're all full of crap. Okay? They're all full of crap. All right. Someone just posted something that was great. Jermaine's with us also. He's one of our traders. Not talking about money has been a key part of my development. Thank you, David. Okay. This is not about money, and Ken's going to go in 2 minutes. Okay. They only show you wins. They never show you losses. They never show you how much money they're putting up to make this kind of money. All right. In our live trading room, which we're not going to talk about tonight, every trade we do is posted live in real time. 4 rules real quick, guys and girls. Stop ordering every trade that we do. Okay. Never average into a trade. Know when to stop trading when you're making money, and know when to stop trading when you're losing money. Now, everybody, please, this is going to be recorded. You'll get a recording out of it. More important than what I just talked about. Ken's going to go for like 15 or 20 minutes now. Please, guys and girls, and we're going to send you a copy of this. It'll be up on our website. You'll be able to get it. Please pay attention to Ken, okay? He's going to go for 15 or 20 minutes. Then I'm going to cut him off, all right? And then we're going to talk about some technical analysis. I'm going to share with you every single thing that we do technical-wise, okay? Can I temporarily pause my earpiece? I'm going away for the hot time. We'll talk about all that stuff. We'll talk about the difference between stop loss and regular loss. We are keeping track of all your questions, guys and girls. All right, Ken, if you're ready. Guys, I'm begging you. This is going to be the most important thing we talk about here. So whenever Ken's ready, he's going to take the screen for 15 or 20 minutes.
How about a mic test?
I'll tell you what we'll do.
How about a mic test?
Mic test is good.
Perfect.
After Ken's finished, we'll give away 5 trading accounts, all right? That's what we'll do. I'll let Peter pick some names. We'll give away 5 trading accounts. Then we'll get into technical analysis after that. All right? All right, Ken, it's all yours. I'm timing you.
Thanks, Dave. He'll be sure to cut me off. All right. So, guys, I see a lot of questions, and they all revolve around a similar thing. What we teach you to do, all right, and let's just dispel what we're doing here. Peter, you see Peter? Everyone see Peter? Peter looks like, see the hair? Peter's a trader. You see Peter? He's a trader. We are not traders, okay? We are system operators. That's what we do. Do not confuse the two things. I'm the guy that's here to tell you how it really is. All right. So sometimes it's a little bit unfiltered, unfortunately, but I am the one to tell you how it is. Let me pull out the
I
chat
do this
so
for
I do
this for a living. I do it for a living. It's different.
Yeah, basically what we're doing here, guys, is we're giving you a system. We're giving you a system that has a series of rules. Similar to a casino dealer, you are to go out, you are to play the game, you are to play by the rules, and the statistics say you will win. It's really that simple. So let's talk about what we're doing, all right? How to think about day trading. If you buy the course, you're going to get a whole bunch of this. I'm going to go through this. It's going to be a little fractured, but I'll try to keep it, on point. There's a lot of topics, and 15 minutes is not a lot of time to go through it. Quick first thing, I want to talk about some characteristics of people who do this well. These are people like Peter and David and Scotty and Kevin and, humbly myself. You have to be able to think on your feet. You have to be a fast thinker, all right? You have to have emotional resistance. We talk about a lot of the fears and the FOMOs and the different things that can cause you to behave in different strange and exciting ways. You have to be emotionally mature. You have to be emotionally resistive. It helps to genuinely understand what we're doing so you can rationalize. People who are emotionally resistive, they invest in loss. We're going to lose trades. All right. David said it. This happens. There's nothing you can do about that. But what the goal is you manage them properly. You protect that cap stack, AKA your money, right? And you move on to the next trade and you don't let it affect you. All right. Attention to detail is extremely important. All right. You have to be journaling your trades. You need to be keeping your data. This is a business, guys. All right. Is there anybody in here who's ever worked in a retail business that had to order something, whether it was a delicatessen, the Gap, a store? Anybody have a responsibility to something like that? All right. So here's my question to you guys who have done this, or anybody who has a brain. Can you order stuff in the right sizes and the right quantities for a retail store if you don't know what sells and how often? Can you do that? Can you do it effectively? No. No. Why? Someone just type why you can't do it. Maybe because you don't know what works and what doesn't work, okay? You have no data. This is a data-driven sport, all right? Let's talk about what we're doing here. So on your screen, you'll see my slides from the presentation in the course. I don't necessarily have time to go through all of them, but let's hit the main points, all right? If you want to approach this effectively, all right, this isn't a gamble. People are going to tell you you're gambling. You're not, all right? If you believe, let me ask you this. I don't have a camera. You can see my face on the video. Have you guys been, give me a 1 in chat if you've been to a casino. This is going to be a very simple question. You've been to a casino before. That's going to be a lot of ones. I don't care if you're just watching or playing around or drinking, but here's the deal. All right. When you guys, yes or no, when you go into a casino and you start playing games, by definition, are you gambling? Yes or no? You're just playing games. Yeah, right? Everybody agrees that we're gambling. All right. Here's the $24 million question. Is the casino gambling against you? Sydney, I know it depends, but I'm not being pedantic here. Right. The house is gambling against you. It's kind of a yes-no deal, right? Yes, the house is gambling against you, but they have a statistical edge that is always going to fall in their favor, right? So I want to use something that my friend Kevin made for me. I've been dying to show people this, all right? This is the first time I'm unveiling it. No one's ever seen it, but this is an analogy I've used a million times. David, Pete, this thing is the coolest. So I'm going to thank Kevin for this. All right. I want you guys to understand the concept of odds and the concept of risk versus reward, because this is extremely important in what we do. We have wins and we have losses, all right? I'm going to come back and forth to this, and it is going to make complete sense. But what I want you to walk away with at the end of this little, testing thing we're doing here is understanding the game we're actually playing, all right? This is the execution of a repeatable process. David has 5 or 6 trade types he's going to teach you. Every one of them has rules. It's kind of like launching the missiles in a movie. All of the little check boxes, all of the little lights have to go on before you can press the button and fire the trade. This is purely system-based. For those of you who've been in a casino, let's say the dealer decides to randomly change the rules in the middle of the game. What happens to the dealer? What happens to that dealer? You're playing the game and all of a sudden fired. Okay, that's one. Fired. All right, fired. Pit boss comes out and there's a problem, right? Why? What did he do? What did he do from the casino's point of view? What did he do? Specifically, broke the regs. Sure, he broke that. He broke the rules. Yeah, he messes up the house's edge. Who said it first? Mr. Sanchez got it. There you go. All right. So the idea here, the thought process is you are the dealer. You do not have to think too much about this. This is the beauty of what Dave is going to show you. All right. Half of the problems people make is because they overthink it. We don't want you to overthink this. The rules are not negotiable, and we'll talk about that. All right. But just here to follow a framework. Process is everything. Now we're going to move a little fast. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you can believe me or not, doesn't matter to me at all. How you behave will 100% determine if you're successful. If you can't control yourself, you're going to fail. If you can't be consistent, you're going to fail. If you can't journal on a regular basis, you're not going to be consistent. Ergo, you're going to fail. If you get stubborn and hold on to your losers until they take the elevator into the basement, you're going to fail. If you believe you know the market's going to do something, you don't, you're going to fail. The market is not knowable in the moment. Okay. If you guys, all right, understand this, David said it first. It's not about money. This is about process. Okay. Money is a byproduct of deploying the process. If you can trade with consistency and discipline, and you can journal your trades and your data gives you a edge, all you need to do at that point is deploy that into the market over and over and over and over again. If I told you if you turn this crank on the wall, money's going to fall out 50% of the time. What happens if you turn the crank and it doesn't come out? You're going to keep turning the crank or not? Remember, it only comes out 60% of the time. All right. Guys, answer me this. If money doesn't fall out of the hole of this magical crank, are you going to get mad or are you going to keep turning the crank until the money does fall out? Somebody kind of puzzle that out. Going to keep turning, right? And are you going to accept the fact that you turned it and money didn't fall out 1 or 2 times for every couple of times it goes? Right. Again, I'm trying to arm you with mental skills, right? These little techniques that will help you in the way you approach this and think about it, because that's really all this is. All right. If you know mathematically and you've journaled and your data says you have a 60% hit rate, you know you're going to win 60% of the time. If your risk to reward is such that you don't go underwater, you're always going to get ahead. It may take a while, but this is a game of patience. All right. All right. Journaling. I'm not even going to get into this. There's no options. There's no excuse. If you're not journaling and keeping your data, you're gambling. Okay. You don't know what worked. You don't know what doesn't work. You don't know what time of the day it works. You don't know what instrument it works on. You don't know anything. You literally know nothing. So you have to journal. We give you one. I'll give you one of my free ones, and there's a lot of ones you can buy. All right. We're going to move. Okay. So a couple of things. Anybody in here a simulator hero? Like you just make $10,000 a day in the simulator. You're so good at it. You're just like, oh my God, I'm going to have a Lambo in 3 weeks. All right. Here's the deal. The simulator is okay for learning what buttons to press, but trade money as soon as you can. All right. There is no reason to lose money to learn to trade. This is completely scalable. All right. When I started trading with Dave, we didn't do futures. We only did stocks. I did 1, 3, and 5 shares. That's it for like 6 months. You do not have to lose money to do this. Okay. Start small, start with prop firms, minimize your losses. All right. Bottom line here is trade money as soon as you can. Real. Get some skin in the game. Peter will say it. 4 foundational principles. We're going to do this fast. Number 1, you don't know what you don't know. Avoid making assumptions. Okay. The market does not reward your creativity. It rewards your consistency and your discipline. If you don't know what's going on, you take a step back, you study the system, you wait for clarity, and you do what the process tells you to do. You do not, quote unquote, grow a brain. Okay. That's not what we're looking for you to do. We're looking for you to just follow the system. All right. And losses are the cost of doing business. Just accept them. Get comfortable with it. We don't like it. No one likes to lose, but you know, I've never seen a boxing match. Well, I saw Tyson once that did this, but I hardly ever see a boxing match where the winner doesn't get hit a few times, right? It's about minimizing damage, right? That's my analogy for that. Taking losses in trading is minimizing incoming damage so you can continue to fight. All right. There you go. Don't play a game for money you don't understand the rules to. If you don't understand some of the words that are coming out of Dave's mouth, then you don't understand the game. Okay. Don't engage in a money-based process if you don't understand the rules. These rules are mechanical. All right. They're not subject to your emotion or your interpretation. They either trigger or they don't. Execution is binary. You either follow the rule or you don't. Nuance comes later. Once you've done, 1,000, 2,000 trades. Yeah. Feel free to nuance this a little bit. But until you have the data and the experience behind you, no, you have no business doing that because you're just going to, randomly YOLO into stuff and lose. All right. And this applies to your software as well. Know how to operate everything you have in front of you. Understand how your brackets work. Become fast and accurate at executing trades. The physical component of this is real. All right. We're already at a disadvantage as like retail traders. All right. I mean, I don't know if anybody's trading on a Bloomberg terminal. I know I'm not. No, it's not, Candy, but I love that you're trolling chat with it, and it's awesome. Operate the system, kids. Don't try to be the system, okay? You didn't create this market, and you didn't invent the strategy. All your job is to operate it. That means you don't get to improvise, all right? Your journal will tell you what works and when, All right. Don't assume you know something. Build that knowledge over time through documentation. All right. Like I said, you're the dealer at the table. You have to follow the rules. All right. Last but not least, on these 4 things, you're going to specialize through data. This brings me back to journaling. Okay. So again, not something you have a choice in. You have to journal. Now, I'm going to say this. Some people are talented gamblers, not many, but some. If you think you're a talented gambler, by all means, gamble. But if you're serious about this, you need to start collecting data. My results, David's results, everybody's results are not your results. I can give 50 people the same entry, tell them what I intend to do, and when everything's done, the smoke settles and the dust settles and the smoke clears, I'm going to have 50 different results, just the way it's going to be. All right. Understand, we are not predicting the market. Okay. We're not. You can't figure out what it's doing. We have a system. Again, if you think you know, just stop. You don't. You can lie to yourself, but unless you have some kind of mental disorder, you're not going to actually fool yourself. Okay. So you don't know what the market's going to do, any more than an ant gets stepped on knew that was going to happen. Emotion disrupts the process. We don't show P&Ls. We don't get talking about money. All right. Getting excited about money, it leads to being devastated by your losses. Okay. This is not personal, and it certainly isn't a game. All right. Emotional neutrality. I said at the beginning, emotional resistance, emotional maturity is key to maintaining the integrity of everything you're doing. Right. You don't sit there and root for the outcome. I mean, it's not a horse race. It can't hear you. All right. So that's what that is. Talked about discipline. Systems to focus, not the money. If you follow the system, you'll make money. If you don't, you won't. It's that simple. I could draw that out, but I'm not going to right now. All right. Is it gambling? Not any more than the house is gambling against you. So if you think the casino's gambling, then yes, it's gambling, but it's certainly gambling with an edge. All right. This is a business. Treat it like a business. Okay. Your data is all that matters. My data doesn't matter. All right. FOMO. We talked about that earlier. Fear of missing out. You also have fear of leaving money on the table. Okay. It's a sign that you're off process. If you're chasing trades outside of the trade plan, it's an emotional response, plain and simple, not a system-based response. All right. So we get valid setups all day. David is in his room from 8:30 in the morning until, mid-afternoon. We're making trades all day long. And quite honestly, if you miss one, there'll be another one 5-10 minutes later. You have to learn to be patient. All right. Just trust that the process-driven setups will continue to appear. Don't chase trades. All right. All right. We talked about that. We talked about Rand. Okay. So the casino thing, this is the last thing I'm going to do, Dave, and we'll do a roll up, but I really want to show this because it's kind of important. It brings the point home.
Oh, good.
So here's what we do, guys. I want to show you 2 concepts in trading that people seem to have a lot of trouble with, but this coin flip example works it out. Now, let's say I'm going to play this game. All right. The game is simple coin flip game. This heads in the middle tells you what flipped. You can pick heads or you can pick tails. I'm going to pick heads. All right. My win losses are here. My net P&L is here. I'm going to ask you guys in chat, what are the odds of a head or a tails on a coin flip? What are the odds? No trick questions here. Honest to God, just a regular quarter. You throw it up in the air, 50-50. Okay, perfect. So now we know what the win or the edge or the loss, the win-loss ratio is, right? In this case, it's 50-50. Does everybody understand that? Win-loss ratio. You could get a tail. You could get a head. It's a 50% chance every time the coin goes up in the air. But there's something important to remember. We have to separate every time the coin goes up in the air, flip, right? I lost again. I won, right? It's very random. Slowly, I might work my way back to 0. Hey, look, I worked my way back to 0, okay? What I'm doing here is I got a 50% win rate. I have a $1 if I win, $1 if I lose. I'm not going to get anywhere with this game. I'm going to keep flipping the damn coin. Sometimes I'm going to win. Sometimes I'm going to lose. I'm going to win $1. I'm going to lose $1. It doesn't go anywhere. What we do, the first step is we increase the edge. If I was to magically increase this to say 60%, all right, and maintain, and Kevin's been nice enough to give me the presets, 60% win rate. Let's say our system produces a 60% win rate, but we have a 1-to-1 risk to reward. You guys understand that? Kevin, I know I'm working on it. All right. Don't get so excited. I know you, come on. All right. So 60% win rate, 1-to-1 risk to reward. If I run it 1,000 times, that's the result. Okay. If I flip that the other way and go to a 40% and invert it Doesn't mean I'll always get those results, but you guys see it'll go the opposite direction. All right. So what we're looking for is we're looking to get our hit rate over 50%. Now, I run anywhere between 62 to about 82%. I will tell you my own struggle really quickly. I had about 3,500 trades in my journal. And the problem was I wasn't getting good results, but my journal was still telling me I had a high hit rate. So here's the problem with that. All right. Here's the problem. Let's say, for example, on the left, you got the new trader. Okay. Who's new? One person. Give me a one. Just I need one person. Okay. Boom. Deegan. Doesn't matter who else put it in. Deegan's the guy. So Deegan is on the left hand. Yes, sir.
Ken, just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Scotty or anybody who's in the trading room here, for the year, what is our hit rate? Someone tell me about. Anyone who's in the trading room. Anyone who's Scotty, anybody. Give us your hit rate since we started this year. 73% since January 2nd, 75%, 80%, 70%, 70%. Just run this once at 70%, Ken. Let's see how everybody's doing.
And you guys have to understand something. When you're running at 70 or 75, let's say 75%. Let's even invert this. 1-to-1 at 75%. Let's reset and run at 1,000. Let's do 100 trades.
Gosh, a hit rate is how many times you win when you're based on how many times you trade.
So if you have let's say we have an 80, just to make the math easy, we win 8 out of 10. If you have 70, on average, you win 7 out of 10, but you also lose 3. So guys, you have to understand. All right. Let me ask you this. If I flip the coin 10 times, watch, I flipped it 10 times. This is great. Do I know in this series, red, green, red, 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 green, green, green? Do I know before I flip them which 4 out of these 10 were the losers and which 6 were the winners? Did I know that? What do you guys think? No, of course not. So this is what Dave's talking about when he says you have to treat each and every one of them the same. Right? You have to always go into every trade thinking the same with the exact same rules because statistically we need it to come out on our side. Okay. Now, if I was to just change it dramatically and add both a higher risk to reward, winning $1.50, losing $1 on a 60% win rate, you'll watch how fast this thing runs itself up. It's inevitable, right? Are you going to lose trades, guys? Are there red trades in here? Did we lose trades? Right. And what Irving said is very important. The last flip has no impact on the previous flip. You have to understand how the math works here. Okay. The odds of this happening, this is a handy little tool down here. If you want to see 2 heads in a row, 2 wins, okay, you have to flip the coin 4 times in order to, on average, have 2 wins. You have to have 4. So if I was to come back here, step it back and flip the coin with a 50-50, right? We'll go 50-50, dollar to $1. If I flip it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, I got 4 in a row. Very unusual statistically. But the point is I have to flip it 4 times to expect 2 of one or 2 of the other. Not necessarily one or the other, but 2 and 2. That's how the odds work because 50% is 1 over 2, right? 1 over 2 is 50%.
Can you just show me, please, a 70% hit rate on 1,000 spins?
You got a 70% hit rate. What risk to reward you want?
1-to-1 is fine.
Okay, 1-to-1.
Just want to see where that puts us. There you go.
$398.
How about 1 to 1.5?
So you want the 1.5 on the loss, right?
No, the 1.5 on the win, 1 on the loss.
Oh, I have it the other way because we risk more than we take.
Oh, that's fine.
So
what you guys can see, guys and girls, is that
you can risk more than you're taking if your hit rate is high enough, is the point here, right? The point is two components to this. Number one, you have to control your losers. You cannot let your losers run into the basement. It will destroy the math. That's why stop loss and accepting the losses is so important. All right. Yeah, but it does. Yeah, if you have an 85% hit rate that you can't apply, then it doesn't matter.
Guys, I know guys who claim they have a 90% hit rate and lose money because they're not managing their trades properly, which is what we're going to teach you to do.
Correct. And here's one thing I want to point out, and this is a very good graphic for those of us who've been trading not long and for those of us who've been trading a long time. So Deegan, the guy who said he's new, is on this side. He's got a 65% rate because he's in the room, okay? But he's only got 20 trades, right? He's only got 20 trades under his belt. Now me, I got 3,000 trades under my belt, Okay. And I got that same 65% hit rate. All right. But here's the problem. All right. If I start trading, all right, in a good run, all right, I'm going to get a good run. I'm going to get 8 wins and 2 losses out of every 10. Watch what happens to Deegan's percentage versus what happens to mine. You guys ready? Look at that. He went from 65 to 70% with 10 trades because he only had 20 in his journal. Okay. I went from 65 to 65.05 because I have 3,000 trades in my journal. The point of what I'm telling you is you have to reset your journal every once in a while. Market condition. I think Dave hit on this. Dave, you hit on this earlier, and I'm kind of trying to, isolate that. Dave, he's very gracious in his room. When someone brings him something new and it works, he takes it. He embraces it because he understands that the market conditions change. You need to maintain your journal. You need to keep track of your win rate. You need to refresh it every once in a while, as this shows you. Okay. I can have a lot of bad. Watch what happens. Let's reset this 65% rate. What if I have a really set of bad runs? Watch this 65, 10 trades, 10 trades, 10 trades, 30 trades, 40 trades later, 50 trades later. Okay. In 50 trades with a crappy rate, Deegan went from 65 to 32. I went from 65 to 64 and a quarter. You cannot see your progress when you have too many journal entries. It will dilute what's going on. Okay. Everybody understand that? So that's an important part of when you're journaling.
For those of you who are just joining us and are confused by a lot of this stuff and are like, what the F is going on? All we're telling you is if you're going to run a business.
Am I in, Roman?
You have to journal your trades. It's like doing inventory. It's
Thanks.
like doing inventory if you own a store. It's like anything else. This is a business. You have to treat it as such. And again, we have a ton of people, guys and girls, who are happy making $50 a day, and they're thrilled with that, or $100
and it's scalable.
a day.
Scalable.
You can take this. What we do is scalable. That's the beautiful part of it, right? Ken said he's trading for 5 years or whatever, 20 years. He started trading 1 and 3 shares of stock. It has nothing to do with the money. The easiest thing we can do is go from 1 share to 100 shares, from 100 shares to 1,000 shares. And I'll tell you this, you got to crawl before you can walk, but no matter how much size you are trading, it doesn't change the way that we manage the trades. The only thing that's going to change is your P&L. It's going to get bigger. That's the only thing that's going to change.
And you know what?
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say that. So when Ken was talking about comparing it to a business, right? When you do inventory on your store or whatever, you see what sells and what doesn't, and then you double down on what works, and you don't sell what. If you're not selling the cinnamon bagel, then you don't buy cinnamon bagels anymore. Same thing here. You're going to see what works. Everybody's brain is on a different journey here. Some things you're going to just pick up right away. Some things you're going to have to work harder for. And if you keep a journal on what works and what doesn't, right? How the market's responding, that's the differentiator. Risk management, discipline and consistency, and journaling are the differentiators between successful traders and unsuccessful traders. That's the bottom line. And not listening to people who talk about ICT, whatever that shit is. Sorry.
Deegan, I would say clear your journal every 500 trades or so. I would restart a journal. That's what I'm going to be doing now. But that's just me. So I'm gonna roll this up. All right. So temperament should match your process. We are scalpers, guys. It's not a dirty word. All right. We deploy a system out into the market for very short periods of time. We capitalize on a few $100 here and there, and we walk away. All right. Know your emotional thresholds, please. Everyone has a dollar amount. Do you guys have an idea in your head of how much you start to lose before you start behaving crazy? I know I do. Okay. That is an avoidable problem. All right. If you find yourself so far underwater that you're behaving bad and you're freaking out, you let it go. You didn't have a plan. So just get those stops in place. One of the things that the stops are going to do for you is it stops you thinking about the downside loss. And you've already accepted the loss the second you put on the trade. And that's the beauty of it. All right. So lastly, some practical concerns. Right? Do you have a good computer? It's important. Do you have a solid internet connection? It's important. Again, we are retail traders. We're disadvantaged. We need to be as, advantaged as we can. Does your broker allow you to trade the way you want? People are asking who we trade with. We don't care. We don't care who you trade with. Just trade with whoever gives you the services that you want for your money. It's that simple. Okay. Do you have a plan if your internet connection goes down? Do you have an app on your phone? Do you have some way to cancel your trades? Is your user interface on your computer set up for maximum speed and efficiency? All right. Think of this like a race car. We're going to give you the race car. We're going to teach you to drive it around the track without hopefully putting it into the walls and killing the other drivers on the track. Okay. All right. But you are as fast as you can reasonably be on your own system. That's important. And are you journaling after every single trade? All right. So if I could give you these takeaways, and if you just listen to this, Dave's not kidding. I don't care what system you use. If you do a bad system deployed with discipline and consistency can generate money.
Yeah.
It's just a function of how you approach it. All right. This is a process-driven practice. It is not a test of your intelligence. All right. All you smart guys out there, happy for you. I'm pretty smart too, but this is not a test of your intelligence. This is a test of your ability to behave. Okay. It's not a competition.
I look like Einstein. I'm not that smart. So
there
just
you go.
Be clear.
We in the room, we're a cooperative. All right. We don't wave our wins in everybody's faces. We call our trades before we make them. We are cooperative. All right. We have a community that does this. Your job in this role is very easy. Your job is to, I don't want to say build so much as to run and refine the trading system that works for you based on actual real data, not your feelings, not your predictions, not your hopes. Okay. But if you have the right discipline and you're doing this properly, your process is going to evolve into something that's uniquely suited to your personality, your temperament, your goals, and your risk tolerance, because it's different for you than it is for anybody else. All right. Let the process do the heavy lifting. All right. Your only responsibility is to execute it. You're not a bad trader if you lose, and you're not a good trader if you win. You didn't build the system. You're just operating it. Okay. It's a business. Treat it like a business. Have a business model and a plan. All right. Don't get mad at dogs for barking. Don't get mad at babies for crying. That's an analogy for trying not to get irrational. All right. Keep the right data and use that data to make good decisions. Track
you can manifest cars. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. That's all I got for you, Dave.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Ken. Great stuff.
And again, guys and girls, I know that a lot of people don't want to hear this part of it. This is the only part that matters. It really is, man. It's the only part that matters. Everything else we're going to teach you if you're willing to learn. That's it. Let me get my charts up now. Okay.
Anyway, while you're doing that quickly, Dave, I'm going to go over what you said. Or you know what? Give me 5 minutes just to tell everybody where we're at in the market right now. So just so you guys know that we are traders, right? What goes on, what you'll end up if you come and join us and join the family, you're going to hear me on some mornings or on Thursday nights going over why the market's doing what it's doing. I'm a forensic broker. I trade a strategy I built about 25 years ago, trading the S&P, but I also analyze the markets and why they move. At the end of the day, we are day traders. We're here to scalp. Scalp is not a bad word. We're here to make small bits of money every hour, every day, every week, every month, so that we're green at the end. It's a probability game. You cannot cherry pick what stocks you get in. You get into every trade that sets up. You never know what trade is going to work. You can be in a stock, in a trade for all the right reasons. The White House sends out a tweet about God knows what, about Iran or about fried chicken or whatever, and the market tanks, and you're in it. The only thing you have to prevent yourself from losing large sums of money are your stop orders. That's the bottom line. Okay, so you know what? We want you to come and join us. We'd love you to be part of this thing. We're going to keep talking about it, and that's it. And I'll come back on and talk to you about other stuff in a little bit, but I'll pass it back to you, Davey. Where did Dave go? Did I lose you guys?
He gone.
No, we're here.
Nah, we're here.
Stand by.
You told him 5 minutes. I'm sure he had to go use the restroom or make some coffee or something, and didn't take long enough.
Oh, okay. No biggie. I'll keep going. So anyway, just to go over what David said, there are 5 rules of David Green.
I'm here.
Okay.
I told you.
The
right,
5 rules of David Green's strategy to trade are: have a plan when you get into it. Ask yourself the question, why am I buying or shorting this stock? Number 2 is have an amount of money you want to make in your day. When you hit your goal, turn the machine off. The other result would be over trading. Okay. Have a stop order on every trade you do, no matter what, and do not move your stops. Learn about bracket orders. That will identify how you can get in and out of trades when it's a speedy, fast market. Never turn a winning trade into a losing trade. Never turn a winning day into a losing day. Know when to stop trading when you're making money. Know when to stop trading when you're losing money. That's the bottom line. And good luck and have some fun. That's
All right, guys,
it's all
let's
about.
do this. First of all, I don't think we've lost 5 people since we started. So kudos to you guys for sticking this out. All right. Even if you've never done it before and this is intimidating, just take a chill pill, guys and girls. Relax. It's all good. We're going to get you there. Let's do this. All right. Roman's going to post his email right now. Okay. Peter's going to pick 5 random names. Don't get excited and don't get pissed off if you don't get picked. We're going to give away 5 Apex trading accounts. If you've never traded with Apex and you win an account, let us know and we'll help you get it all set up. The next person who puts in pick me is eliminated from the game. Stop posting. By the way, guys and girls, okay? Every Monday and Friday, except this week, on YouTube, I trade the opening, me and Peter. I'm there for 2.5 hours every Monday and Friday. Can someone post a link to that so people don't end up being with us? Just come hang out with us 8:30 till 10:30 every Monday and Friday. It does not cost anything, and we give away accounts every Monday and every Friday. There is the link. Okay. We usually have a couple hundred people there every Monday and Friday. I trade live, posting every single trade that we do for a couple of hours in the morning. Yeah. So follow us on YouTube. Okay. If you win this account, you're going to send an email to wsgta.com at gmail.com. wsgta@gmail.com. All right, Pete, take it away. You're going to pick 5 names at random. We start at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for YouTube. I think Pete left. I guess I'm going to have to pick him. All right. Here we go. Our first winner is going to be, yes, you're going to send an email to wsgta.com at gmail.com. Here we go. Okay. In no particular order. Our first winner is going to be Cynthia Vera Ibarra. Cynthia Vera Ibarra. Are you here, Cynthia? Everyone stop. Cynthia's here. Boom, chakalaka. Stop posting. Everybody. YouTube is Eastern Standard Time. Everything we do is Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Stop posting, stop posting. Our next winner is going to be Dylan Hiltz. Dylan Hiltz, are you here? Dylan Hiltz, are you here? Dylan Hiltz, you are. Dylan, you are winner number 2. Winner number 3 is going to be just so you guys know, for next time, I always give extra credit to cool and weird names that I see. Next winner is going to be Jackie M. You are winner number 3. Are you here, Jackie M? Jackie M. Jackie M. Are you here, Jackie M?
You say extra credit for names like that. Next month, you're not going to be able to read them.
Yeah, I love it. Jackie M is here. You are winner number 3. Winner number 4 is going to be, guys, stick around. We'll do this at the end too, okay? Oh, I like this name. Winner number 4 is Mimi. Me. Are you here? Mimi. Mimi is here. You are winner number 4. Winner number 5. Guys, we're going to start talking about technical analysis after this, okay? And then we'll give away some more at the end. The last winner of this session is going to be Sydney Shipper. Sydney Shipper, are you here? Don't worry, guys. We give away 10 every week. And we'll do some more before we get out of here. All right. Congratulations, guys and girls. Guys, just so you don't feel bad, what we're giving away right now costs $19. You can open up an account at Apex for $19. Just use our code WSGTA. It will always give you the best sale. Okay? Use WSGTA. We are not affiliates of them. We don't get paid for that. Yes, I would suggest the $50,000 Trade Evade account. Yes. It's $19, guys and girls. All right. Let's get into some technical analysis. All right. Give me some ones if everybody can see my chart. Good. Okay. This is a live chart right now of the ESs, or the S&P 500 futures. This is what we are looking at right now. This is trading live. One of the reasons we want everybody to get into futures is they trade 23 and a half hours a day. So a lot of our people who work full time are still able to join us and trade every Tuesday night and Thursday night from 6 p.m. till 9:30. Any of our course members trade live with us for that 3.5 hours with Scotty, Mr. Scotty Bavell, okay? From 6 o'clock till 9:30, it's included in any of our courses. We trade the futures live. This is a live chart, okay? This is everything that's happened since 6 o'clock. All right, we started right here, 6 o'clock, and this is everything that's happened in the S&P 500 futures, okay? Not much. We had a breakout of our orb here. We got a couple of points out of it. We had a nice bounce off our pivot point. We got a couple of points out of it. Another breakout of the orb, and then we bounced off our 200 EMA. Okay, I am going to share with you guys all the technical analysis that we use, all of our moving averages, our pivot points, our relative strength, okay? Orb is what we call the opening. Roman or Matt, can you post all the technical analysis that we use? You guys can write this down, okay? For those of you who are confused by all this, if you end up purchasing one of our courses, Roman will walk you through how to get your chart set up to look exactly like mine. It's one push of a button, okay? Monday through Friday trading room from regular user. I heard you call trades before. Absolutely. The private trading room is completely separate from any of the courses. Unless you are a very experienced trader, don't jump right into the private trading room. I'll post my email if it's something you're interested in. We can talk about it. But for most people, especially those who are here, okay, get one of the courses first. All right. Okay, so that is all the technical analysis that we use. I'll go over it again, a 9 EMA, a 15 EMA, a 30 EMA, a 65 EMA, and a 200 EMA. In addition to that, we're always starting on a 5-minute time frame live. In addition to that, we have pivot points, which are these dotted lines that you see, and we have a relative strength index. Exponential moving averages. Yes, that is correct. That is all the technical analysis that we use, okay? When we are looking at a chart, we are looking at support and resistance levels, where something might go down to a bounce, where something might go up to and reverse. So everything that we do is based on technical analysis and all these crazy lines and dots that you see in our charts. This is the easier part of what we do. You will learn this. I don't care if you've never traded a stock before. You go through our live boot camp. You go through the course, and in 1 week, you will become very proficient at reading these charts and knowing what all these lines mean and when to place your orders. That's what we will teach you, okay? This is the ESs from earlier today, this afternoon. And we can see that this was going in one direction. Give me some ones if everybody can see that this started from here and just went down for most of the next 2 hours. Everybody see that, even if you've never traded before? We started in our upper left and we went down to the right. for the better part of from 12:30 or 1 o'clock until for 2.5 hours. Okay. When we see a pattern like this, we are never thinking to buy it. We are thinking to short it. Okay. TK asked a great question. How do you know it will continue to go down? I'm going to tell you how. Okay. If you look, every time this went up to one of our moving averages, it rejected. It went up here to our 9 EMA, rejected. It went up here to our 9 EMA, rejected. It went up here to our 9 EMA, rejected. Here and here. Until eventually it got above both these moving averages and reversed this downtrend. We are going to enter this trade when it goes back and tests these levels. So if I go back here, this was trading at 69.13. Okay. It made a low at one point of 68.72. That is 40 points that this ES futures went down. An example, if you had one contract and held that for 40 points, which we're never going to do, you made $2,000 on one contract because all we did was follow this trend down. So a trend trade, which I'm showing you right now, is the trade we are going to make the most money on. Because I am going to stay in this trend trade until it breaks above my 15 EMA, and now it has broken that down trend. Okay? It has broken the trend. So we could have gotten a trade here. We could have gotten a trade here. We could have gotten a trade here. Here, when we hit our 200 EMA, we bounced from this level the first time we hit our 200 EMA, and that was a 5-point profit. Here, when we got up to our 30 EMA, which was the first spot, I would be looking to short it now. So 2 ways we can make money trading, guys and girls. We can buy something, we hope it goes up, or we can short something and hope it goes down. So don't be afraid to short. A lot of people don't understand. How many people in this room don't understand shorting? And I'm sure a lot of you beginning traders don't understand that. Give me some ones. Okay. 2 ways we can make money trading the market, guys and girls. Everybody knows if we buy something and it goes up, we make money. But we can sell something, and if it goes down, we make money. Okay? Think about if I sell something for $1 and then I buy it back for 50 cents. I make the difference between where I sold it and where I buy it back. Okay? So we can either buy something, it goes up, we make money. We can short something, it goes down, we make money. And that's in the very basic language of the stock market that we teach you at the beginning of every single course that we do. So again, don't be intimidated by this if you've never done it before, if you're very confused about what's going on. Okay? Like I said to you here, look here, guys and girls. Okay? Very early in the morning, we started out in this trend. We hit the trend, we bounced up. We broke the trend and got to our 30 EMA. The moving averages go in order of strength. 9 is the weakest, 15 is a little stronger, 30 stronger still, 65 EMA, and then the 200 EMA is the strongest. So here, when we pulled back and hit our 30 EMA after going down 15 points, we got a nice 5-point bounce on that trade. One contract in the E-minis, 5 points is $250. Okay? What time frame do you think about TGRS strategy? I don't know who that is. I couldn't help it.
Guys, don't ask us about other people's strategies. David spent years curating one of the greatest strategies of all time.
And
Everyone
changing
in their mother has their own strategy. It's just
Exactly.
there's the iron condor. There's all kinds of upside down, inside out. It's not that important.
I'll tell you this, guys, okay? And I don't say this. I don't talk about anyone else, good or bad, that is not in this room. I will tell you that find somebody that you're comfortable with. It does not have to be us, okay?
Yep. Correct.
Let me just ask everybody this. How many people that are here tonight have learned something that will be helpful to take away from tonight? Give me some ones. How many people learned something? I don't care what it was. I don't care if it was one thing, right? That you can take away from what we did tonight that's going to help you in your trading, or maybe put you onto path to learn how to trade.
You know, just like us having a stop order or stop trading when you're losing money. Those are the simplest things. Those 5 commandments that are David Green's.
325 people in this room, and I think we got 325 of you that said one. Okay, so you got something out of it. That's all we wanted to do tonight. If you decide to join us, it's great. If you don't, that's great too. Okay. We start out with the language of the stock market. For those of you who are just starting, what's a bid? What's an offer? What's a limit order? What's a market order? What's a stop order? All that stuff, we start out at the very, very beginning with you. Here's the bottom line. We're going to hold your hands throughout this whole process. That is the bottom line. Okay? The further something moves to hit one of our moving averages, the better the trade it's going to be. And the faster it moves to hit one of our moving average, the better the trade is going to be. Okay? How do you have negative days if you use stop loss? Well, if I buy a stock at 100, Trevor, and it goes to 99, I lost one point on that. So I lost $100. We are going to have trades that we lose money. Okay? What if I know a lot of this stuff already? Then God bless Sydney. Maybe you want to join our family. Maybe you want to be a part of our ultimate course. Maybe you want to be in the private trading room. Whatever works for you guys. Okay? When stocks are in trends, guys and girls, get on the same side of the trend. Okay? One contract is the minimum take that. When stocks are not in trends, you look for them to rally up to hit levels to short, or you look for them to spike down to look for levels to buy. And we explain all this to you. All right? This is the easier part of what we do. There is no question about it. All right. I want to share with you guys because I'm getting a ton of private messages. Okay? You identify a trend by a stock going in one direction for a long period of time, MN. This is a ski slope. You identify this trend very early, right here. It starts the trend. I know it's in a downtrend. I'm going to try to short it when it goes up to my moving averages. And if it does not work, we will get stopped out of the trade. Happens. But as you can see, did you guys notice when the people who are trading with us put in their hit rates? Did you see anything less than 70%? Anybody? No. That's what we do. Okay. Let's talk about the course because a lot of people are asking me about this. All right. Here is our course choices, guys and girls. Okay. And again, be with us. Don't be with us. It's all good. We have just our futures course for $299. That is just everything about futures. Anything you need to know about futures. It includes Tuesdays and Thursday night slow markets. We have our futures and our options and stock course. That also includes our Tuesday and Thursday nights.
And coaching and mentoring.
And then we have our ultimate course. These both include lifetime mentorship. Everything we are showing you here is a one-time payment. You never have to give us another dime. And you can see from the people who spent thousands and thousands of dollars, guys and girls, our most expensive course is $699. And we're knocking $100 off that tonight for anyone who signs up in the next 3 days. $600, guys. The ultimate course, I want to tell you guys, all our courses, Isa, when you buy the course, you're going to get us live every Tuesday and Thursday night. Live, me and Peter. Live in real person. Okay? You can start with the smallest course and upgrade anytime that you want. Anytime that you want. Okay? With the ultimate course, let me explain what you're getting. You are getting stocks. You are getting options. You are getting futures. What I mean by mentorship, MN, every Tuesday night and Thursday night, you're going to trade futures with us in slow markets for 3.5 hours. Okay? 3.5 hours. Tuesday and Thursday comes with any course forever. Also on Thursday nights, guys and girls, you are going to get live mentorship with me and Peter from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, where we hold your hands. We answer any questions that you have about the course.
You go over your winners and losers.
Trades. We go over everything. We are going to hold your hands throughout this whole process, guys.
Until you attempt, and you got to meet us halfway, guys and girls. This is not a one-way street. We're very busy, and we're busy trading, we're busy teaching, and we're busy with our lives. But if you're willing to meet us halfway,
never too busy to help you guys, ever.
No, exactly. If you're willing to meet us halfway, we're there for you. And we have an amazing team. Roman will help you set up your charts. David will teach you technical analysis. Kevin and Ken are part of the team. Scotty on slow trades. And I'll be there to break down what's going on in the market every day so that you have a little bit of a background on why the market's doing what it's doing.
Here's what Gordon just said, guys and girls. The course is the best I have ever participated in and has the most talented and giving host you will ever find. I have been here for 6 weeks and will never leave. Learn once and learn forever.
He moved into your house for 2 weeks and then he moved into mine, Dave. I don't know what's going on.
Roman's going to post his email right now. All right, guys and girls. Look, you guys have absolutely hands down the best thing I've ever joined. This boot camp, let's talk about that, Anil, because the boot camp is incredible.
No, it's for all over the world, Anna. Anywhere in the world, you can buy our course and work this program.
The boot camp is incredible. We have one next week. For those of you who are just learning, do not join the boot camp for next week. Okay? Do not. Give yourselves a month. Wait for the next boot camp. If you're more experienced, you want to bop in right away, bop into to Monday's boot camp. Okay? I definitely agree. This family is amazing. We have the boot camp once a month. All right? If you have the ultimate course, guys and girls, the hours for the boot camp are Monday through Friday from 8:30 in the morning until whenever we finish. Whenever we finish. Sometimes it's 4 o'clock, sometimes it's 5 o'clock, sometimes it's 6 o'clock. Every day we start with trading the market live, okay, from 8:30 till about 11 o'clock. We take our break, okay? We come back, we do a morning lesson. We take our lunch, we come back and do an afternoon lesson. We rinse and repeat that all 5 days. You are going to get Scotty live for 7 hours that week, okay? You are going to get Ken live for 7 hours that week. You are going to get Kevin live for 7 hours that week. Kevin is going to walk you through everything there is to know about futures, how to open up your accounts, what the rules are, all that stuff. You can start trading with $20, guys and girls, okay? Ken's going to go to the psychology again, but in much more detail. Kevin's going to give you 7 hours of options during the week. I am one of Wall Street students. I finally understood trading the right way when I learned this system. We're going to give you $100 off tonight, guys and girls, and we are going to give you a money-back guarantee. 30 days, we give you your money back, okay? 30 days, we give you your money back. Trust me when I tell you, and people ask me and Peter this all the time, you must make much more money selling courses than you do trading. Nonsense. Anyone who knows me knows I make much more trading than I do selling courses. We take care of a lot of people, me and Peter, okay? I think we make about $8 every time we sell a course. We are not getting rich selling courses. We never have, and we never will be, okay? No, CJ, there is not a time when you ever have to complete the boot camp. No, you can take it a year from now. I respect these guys. Months ago, it was not the right time for me, and they gave me my money back. There you go. Boom. Yep.
You know what?
Listen, our return rate is about 2% in the thousands of courses we have sold. It's not for everybody. We understand that, guys and girls. This is the only upsell you're going to get, okay? This is it. You want to join our family? We'd love to have you. You don't, as I said earlier, take everything that you learned tonight. Okay? There is no deadline to enroll. All right, guys and girls, there's no deadline to enroll. The $699 is going to be $600 if you want to join tonight. Okay? Again, you can always upgrade. Just start with the futures. Boom. Whenever you want to do the boot camp, you upgrade for $200. Start with the futures, stocks, and options. Whenever you want to upgrade, you upgrade to the boot camp from $200. Okay? Whatever choice you want. I need to get rich. Me too, Marco. Yes, you can join wherever you are in the world. Oh, did I mention this, guys and girls?
Payment plan.
You can take the boot camp over and over, Sanish, but you got to pay that $200 to keep taking it over. What you guys have to understand is the boot camp is going to take you from 0 to 1,000. 0 to 1,000 in that 1 week. Okay. Trevor, if you can swing it, and again, if you can swing it, go with the ultimate. It's the only thing you'll ever have to buy. We're going to give you the coupon code in a couple of minutes. Roman's going to come on. He's going to walk you through exactly how to buy the courses. Okay. And here's the thing, guys. There's payment plans. Check this out. Okay. There's payment plans for all 3 of these. So the $600 course, you can pay like $50 a month. The $300 course, you can pay like $20 a month. This is affordable for anybody who wants to try and learn how to trade and become part of our family.
You repeat the boot camp. You just have to pay for it each time you do it there, young man. It's a full
live,
week. Yeah.
Live. We're having one on Monday. Okay. Well, Ivan, you got to get your butt out of bed and adjust to our hours. Everything we do here is Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Everything we do. Every one of our Thursday night meetings are recorded and are in the archives.
400 hours of them from the last 5 years. Every question that's ever been asked by a student.
Everything is in there. Okay. I purchased 690. Let me just say this. Okay. I purchased 690 coin and it took me away. I want to get back in. I also had trouble setting iron multiple email times. This is where I've been stuck. All right. Rick, Roman, post the email. Rick, can you please, Roman, please take care of Rick ASAP. Okay. Rick, we can get you into the boot camp. We can get your chart set up. Whatever you need us to do, Rick, Roman will take care of tonight. Roman, post the email for Rick. All right, Rick? Okay. And if you want, here's what I'm going to do also. Okay. Kevin just volunteered Rick to do a one-on-one with you. All right. So Kevin, please just post your email. All right. Rick, I want you to get in touch with Kevin. Don't even bother Roman. Get in touch with Kevin and he will walk you through one-on-one and get you set up. This is what we do, guys and girls. Okay. Kevin, Ken, Scotty, Roman, Matt, Peter, the most generous people you will ever find in your life. That's the bottom line, man. They are. I'm going to get teary-eyed now because we're trying to help as many people as we possibly can. I know what I know and I know what I don't know. And I have surrounded myself with the best in this business that there is. And I'm talking about trading too. I will put us up against anybody out there. Anybody. We are the real deal. We're going to walk you through this every step of the way. We will show you every single trade that we do live in real time. No BS, no nonsense. Okay. The replay of this recording will be available on our website and we will email you a link so that you have it. All right. I am going to let Roman take over now. Okay. Roman will walk you through the course. Roman will walk you through any questions about how to buy the course. Roman will walk you through any questions about how to do the payment plan. Okay. And then if I trade stocks, we're absolutely TK. Stocks, options, futures. Yes. Everything TK. I trade stocks in the room. Yes. Do you show your trades on a chart? Yes, John. Every single trade that we do, we show in the boot camp live. Stop orders, profit target, everything. Yes.
You had me at hello.
Yes, you can still be if you use interactive brokers. I use interactive brokers. Okay. Come to watch YouTube. Let's post that every Monday and Friday.
We have, look, guys, we trade the opening bell with David and me every Monday and Friday from 8:30 to 10. Okay, that's for free. Tuesday and Thursday, you've got slow trading. Thursday, they have the Q&A for the course that everybody gets. That's coaching and mentoring. You have a $300 course, a $500 course, and a $700 course, the ultimate on sale tonight for $600. Money back guarantee payment plan. You've got Apex. You can literally buy our course for $2.99, payment plan $30. Go to Apex and get their cheap thing for $20. You get to learn how to trade, you get to trade, and then you get paid to trade. It's a match made in heaven. There's nothing like it. 5 years ago, this was not available to anybody. All the barriers to entry are down. You can learn to trade through Wall Street Global. You can trade through Wall Street Global and Apex, and then get paid to trade by Apex. So you imagine that. You put in the work in 6 weeks, you can be up and running and learning, and you can be trading right out of the gate. Now, you're not going to be doing it in the scale you hope.
I got you. DeVal, NYIF, the course is 6 years old, okay? But if you purchase that course, DeVal, we'll give you a discount on any other course that you want to buy. Roman, you got DeVal? Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, send Roman an email because I know you paid whatever you paid for the NYF one already. So we will give you a discount to upgrade to any of the other courses. All right, Duvel, does that work for you? You got it. All right, Roman's going to take over now, guys and girls. It has been my pleasure to be here with you guys. I hope to see a bunch of you that join our family. If not, please, guys, take some of the stuff we did here, take it to heart. This will be the best investment you ever make, guys and girls. And it'll be the cheapest entry to getting into learning how to trade. Everybody who joins us as part of our family, you can see that we take care of people. That's just what we do. All right. Roman's going to share his screen. Nobody leave until if you have any questions about how to buy the course for Roman, and hang out. We'll give away 5 more accounts before we get out of here. Okay, guys and girls, at the very end. All right. Peter will wrap it up after Roman is done. Roman, take it away. It has been my pleasure, guys and girls. Guys, I'll see my regular traders in my trading room tomorrow. Anyone who joins tonight, guys and girls, you'll be with us in slow markets tomorrow night from 6 to 9:30, and you'll be with us in our mentorship class at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you'll have a full first day tomorrow.
It's like summer. It's just like going to summer camp.
Yeah, you'll be jumping right into everything tomorrow. All right, let's hope today is the worst day we ever have, and tomorrow's a better day. I say peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Take it away, Roman and Peter. Green Jeans is.
You got it, buddy boy. All right, you know what?
Thank you, David.
Roman, do me a favor. Give me a second. Let me just sort of give you the quick rundown, and then you give them the specifics. Okay, guys? So you've just gotten a mouthful from everybody here about the psychology of trading, about technical analysis, about the course, and we're giving everything away here. Just, look, if you want to learn to trade futures, equities. If you want everything that we're offering here, there's so much stuff that's free, so much stuff that you can pay for. Everything's got money back guarantee. There's a payment plan on everything. If you want to learn to trade and get paid to trade, you're in the right place. If you don't have tens of thousands of dollars to do this, we have it all set up between our course with Apex and with everybody who works with us that you can actually get your feet wet, jump into this game and learn how to trade and get paid to trade. I had on the floor today 5 of Apex's influencers that came down. These people, some of them, we were in Florida last week with David. There are people there making 6 figures a month. Now, that's a long shot, but there are people who have turned this into a career. There are young people out there who came in through like the gaming, through video games and whatnot. They love their keyboard. As Ken was saying, you've got to get accustomed to your machinery. If you know how to reuse the machinery correct, and then you learn a little bit from what we teach you, you'll be able to actually do this and enjoy it. That's the fun. It's accessible, it's affordable, and fun. We have a $299 futures course that we just made. Our website has been just redone. It's super consumer friendly. The futures course is very Apex friendly. It's $299, comes with coaching and mentoring every Thursday and all that other stuff. Okay, for $499, you've got the equities option swing trading course. And then some people like to learn a little bit differently. Some people need to learn in person. Then we have our boot camp, right? So in the ultimate course includes the boot camp, includes the futures, includes the equities, comes with coaching and mentoring, payment plan, and money back guarantee. There's not much more we can do except, you buy you an apartment in New York City, right? Everything we're doing, you've got Mondays and Fridays trading the opening bell live with me and David. You've got slow trading on Tuesdays and Thursdays with Scotty and the team. You've got coaching and mentoring on Thursday that comes with every course, plus 400 hours of archival content. Every Q&A that we've had for 5 years now, has been recorded and sorted by subject matter. If you're at home learning and studying and you come up with a question, guaranteed it's been asked before and the answer is there in the archives. 400 hours of archives is in that course that you get when you buy any of our products. So, you know what? I mean, we look, and then there's the 5 commandments of love that David laid out to you. If you take just those things and walk away and never see us again, you will be a 50% better trader. Have a plan when you get into the market. Why am I buying or shorting this stock? What is my plan? How much money is my goal to make in the day? When I hit my goal, I turn the machine off and go do something fun. Use your life. Enjoy your life. Okay. Have a stop order on every trade. Never turn a winning trade into a losing trade. What does that mean? You get into a trade, it goes against you. You get stopped out. You lost your $50 or whatever. Your stop order is in. You move on to the next trade. If you start making money, sell half your position, move your stop up to break even. You've now made a little money and you can't lose money on the trade. The level of confidence that you're going to learn from doing that, of making a little money, moving your stop to break even, and now you can't lose money on that trade, is one of the greatest feelings in the world. The only thing, the opposite of that feeling, is when you average into a trade, when you start buying something and you got to keep buying it because you have no stop order and it goes against you. That's the worst feeling in the world. The best feeling in the world is when you buy something, it goes up, you take a little profit, you move your stop to break even, you just made $50 and you can't lose money on that trade. You sit back, right? You do what you do. You have a cup of coffee, you smoke a cigarette, sit back and enjoy your life. That's the greatest feeling in the world. So all of this is available to you guys tonight. And the ultimate, which is the ultimate, is on sale $100 off. So we'd love you to join the family. If not, we wish you the best. Take those 5 little tidbits and you will wake up tomorrow morning and turn your machine on and be a better trader, at least by 50%. All right? But if you want to stay and join us, Roman's going to lay everything out, the money back guarantee, the payment plan, Apex. Just as the last thing I'll say, you can learn to trade through Wall Street Global. You can trade with Apex and Wall Street Global, and then you can get paid to trade on the back end with Apex and Wall Street Global. And you guys can bring money home and do this for your life. You can do it for fun, do it for some extra disposable income. I hope we all hope to see you guys next week, gals and girls. Have a great life. And I am also out of here.